Deep drive, center field. Clark wins it with a home run.
How about that?
406 here this year. Another 2-2. This has barrel written all over it, and it's gone. The 8th home run of the season for T.R.A. Jennings explodes the lead to 5. Maxwell the Magician works her way out of a bases-loaded, no-out jam by striking out the side.
We get a perfect showcase here. 2 on, 1 out in a tie game. 1-1, change up, stroke down the right field line. Johnson to the warning track. It's off the 205 sign. Runners had to hold. Panel gets sent home, and she'll score on the RBI double by Malloy. Payoff pitch, runner on the move, and it's laced to deep right center. Clark watches it hit the top of the wall. Moving around third. Throw home is late, and the Lady Vols take the lead. Nugent makes her mark in her first season. The Tiger Invitational rolls along here in Game 2 between Minnesota and Clemson on a Thursday evening as the Golden Gophers come from behind and take it in 9 innings and a quick turnaround as the 11th ranked Clemson Tigers look to bounce back. And we welcome you into the booth. Scott Whitlock, Daniel Gillman with you. And well, Scott, you've been around the game a long time. When you have missed opportunities and a pair of 9-inning losses, how do you bounce back from it?
You've got to figure out some way to channel that frustration to make you take a step forward.
Well, looking to shake off a bit of an unorthodox outing on Sunday. Valerie Cagle back in the circle, ready for this. 21 strikeouts in 15 innings in the last 2 years against Tennessee. They know what to see in Cagle. You tell us what she brings to the table.
She brings a lot of talent. She throws the ball hard. She tries to change speeds on occasion. She can make the ball go down and up. She is just a complete player, generational talent.
And it will be the highest of praises for the top of this Lady Vols lineup as Kiki Malloy, who just last week became the Volunteers' all-time home run queen. She will lead it off with Gibson, another All-American in the 3 spot. And a matchup between players who were both on the USA Player of the Year watch list has us off and started as ball 1 called by Jim Cooper on a bit of a cloudy day. We had a little bit of rain before first pitch, but they're ready to roll.
You know, you could just easily say that Kiki Malloy is a generational talent. I'm not overselling it. There's a lot of horsepower on both of these teams' rosters.
Let's look at the right-handed batter in Malloy, who all she did last weekend in the Tennessee Classic was hit 4 home runs, steal 7 bases, and hit 800 as the Lady Vols were happy to be back at home with 3 run rule wins in the 5 victories. As Malloy goes the other way and introduces us to the second baseman in Moore, who files over to first for out number 1.
And that is a win for the Clemson defense. If you get Malloy to stay out of the gaps of that ball or in the ballpark with that ball, that is a win.
Well, those who watched Clemson face off with Georgia a week ago know that runs will certainly be tough to come by. It was 2-1 victory in extra innings in a rain-soaked Athens evening as a pop-up towards the right side by Destiny Rodriguez, hauled in by Moore. 2 up, 2 down for Cagle here in the top of the first.
Now, of course, it's very, very early. I mean, we're 4 pitches into the ball game, and this is, or maybe 5, but this is very, very much more Cagle-ish than we saw in her last outing.
So we bring in another preseason All-SEC nominee in McKenna Gibson, who had the game-winning hit in the 1-0 matchup last season. Early February battle down in Florida as Gibson takes an off-speed strike. 3 home runs on the year. Count evens 1-1 as Gibson named All-America last year on the 2nd team, also a member of that USA Player of the Year watch list. So it is just as good as it gets on this Tuesday afternoon. 1 pitch chased on, and Cagle gets ahead in the count 1-2.
And that's something that the Tennessee Volunteers are not used to, and that is Cagle actually, from time to time, can actually just throw the ball by you.
Good take, and we introduce you to the battery mate who almost always catches Valerie Cagle and Abby Vieira.
A very good receiver, an excellent handler of the pitching staff, and an unsung hero a lot of times offensively.
Zeta Pooney, power hitting cleanup spot on deck as the off speed has Gibson off balance, and Valerie Cagle, after walking off the circle in dismay on Sunday, gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the top.